guys, back at you with a new video this week. We do videos every single Thursday, and 2 weeks ago we did a video about our bathroom. You guys loved that video, so we wanted to talk about our kitchen today. We're even going to show you our new build that we're doing for our client Ryan and talk about his kitchen a little bit later in the video. We're going to talk about some pros and cons and really essentials to designing your kitchen in a van. It's a small space, so you really have to make sure that you fit the things in that you want to fit in your kitchen. And as always, if you like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us know what content you guys like, and you really liked the video a couple weeks ago, so that's why we're sharing this one today. So let's jump right into it. We're going to start with a little tour of our kitchen. So first things first, we have our nice farmhouse style sink. This is actually a composite stone material, so it's not going to break and crack like a ceramic or porcelain style sink would. And it's actually a bathroom vessel sink. We'll leave links below for everything that we use in this van. Most of the stuff is from Amazon. And then we have our faucet for our sink. This is hooked up to our water filtration system, so we mostly just drink out of this. And then when we do dishes for hot water, we just reach in our nifty bathroom and this reaches over there. So it's really nice that we can have hot water for dishes because we do have two separate systems for both sides of the van. So we have one water tank on this side that just feeds the sink, and we have one water tank on this side that just feeds the shower. So our hot water is only on the driver's side of the van. Reason being, we didn't want to run plumbing across the van, so we decided to go for two separate systems. Next up, as you'll see, we do not have a built-in stovetop. Reason being is we wanted to keep the counter space open in here. Realistically, you're only going to use a stove once or twice per day, so we didn't want that taking up like most of our kitchen and only have a little bit of counter space. So we have stored in here a propane camp stove that we just pull out, set up. It literally takes less than 1 minute to set this up, and then we can store it away when we don't want to use it and keep our counter space. Now in the same compartment, we have a pull-out butcher block that we can chop veggies on. So we did not treat this at all. It was just natural butcher block. We just use some of that butcher block oil, and that way we don't mess up our nice stained and sealed countertop by cutting on it. So this was a really nice feature that we incorporated into this van. And then below that, which we never showed in our real van tour, we have our Dometic CRX65 fridge. It fits plenty of groceries for a few days, and yeah, in van life, your fridge is a little bit smaller, so you do have to go to the store every couple of days, but it's not so bad because then you don't throw anything away and you don't waste food ever. So it's one of the things we actually love about van life is we only have food for a couple days, so we often don't waste anything.
Sarah tagged me in, so a couple other features for storage in our kitchen. We have a drawer right here that has plenty of storage for koozies, silverware, knives, all that sort of stuff. And then underneath there, we have our pantry area. So we have a door that you open, and then we have two drawers in our pantry that have plenty of room for storing extra food, vitamins, chips, crackers. And then down here, we've got some pasta, and we have the 1 pound propane tanks for our camp stove. Now up top, this is where we keep the majority of our dishes, cups, and plates. So we have our little tea kettle that we use for making coffee in the morning. We also have a milk frother in here for making deli lattes. We have our AeroPress that we use to make our coffee, and our cups, all that good stuff. Enamelware is all stored up in there. Another feature of our kitchen that we knew was really important was having a 110 outlet in the kitchen area. So we've actually built that right in underneath the kitchen sink. And this does two things. One, it gives us a place where we can charge our toothbrushes. We don't put the toothbrush heads in there, just the body, and they charge right there. And also our water filtration system, which is about a $2,000 alkaline water filtration system, has to be plugged into 110. So we have an outlet right there for that to be plugged into. It's also great if you're, want to use a Vitamix, or if you want to use your electric tea kettle. We plug it in there to make coffee and everything in the morning, and all of that runs off of our 3,000 watt inverter. Another element of our kitchen that Sarah had to have in this van was the nice tile backsplash. So we did do this just on 1/4 inch plywood. We applied the mortar, and then we set the tile, and we did the grout, and this has held up really well. Absolutely zero cracks in all of our travels that we have done so far. So
he's got two of those. They pull all the way out. Pretty cool. And then below his sink, We'll have room for his drain and water filtration and pump. All that good stuff will be underneath his sink here, but he'll also have a little bit of storage. That's usually where we put cleaning supplies, all that kind of stuff. And then this big pull out, that's already slightly pulled out, it's actually on a heavy duty drawer slide because it's gonna have his Dometic cooler fridge. So this thing slides all the way out. He'll be able to open the fridge from the top because it's one of the top loading cooler style fridges, and be able to stand here and access his entire fridge. So pretty cool design. Again, these are on heavy duty drawer slides so it can support the weight. The fridge weighs about 50 pounds with nothing in it. And then above that, if I can open it without a handle on it, is a drop down, kind of just like an R van, where he can slide his propane stove in and store anything extra in there. So again, he's got a lot of storage in here.
In Ryan's van, he had already installed this T-vent window behind the driver's door. Typically, we would put the bathroom there and have the kitchen somewhere else, but with this was the ideal place to put his kitchen. And so his kitchen's gonna set up right underneath this window. It's actually gonna come up a little bit and cover some of the window so that he still has normal 36-inch high countertops. One thing we showed you in our van was having a 110 outlet in your kitchen. So we've installed that on this wall right here for Ryan. And right here is gonna be a 4-gang switch panel, 12 volt with a 12 volt plug and USB charging ports so that he can charge cell phones or anything like that that he needs to on his kitchen countertop. And then as you can see, I've already gone ahead and ran all of my plumbing and electrical so that it's in place when we install his kitchen into the van. So I already have his cold water line, his hot water line with the PEX, and this right here is gonna be the 12 volt for his fridge.
Now, when we install this in the kitchen, he will also have upper cabinets that he can store stuff in. So again, he's gonna have a lot of storage in his kitchen. Hopefully you liked this video. Hopefully it gave you some ideas for designs for your own kitchen layout in your van. And that's it for this week's video. As always, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe. You can even hit that notification bell if you want to get notified on when our videos come out every single week. So hope you have a great weekend, and we will see you guys next week. Peace.